Are you just getting into running and you need some new shoes? I got the ones for you. The perfect everyday running sneakers.
Love me or hate me, God knows you made it when he let his eyes on me. 여기 네 눈이 날 바라보는 눈빛이 이미 다 말해줘.
Yo, what is up, fam? Thanks once again for tuning into the channel. Thank you very much for your time. Welcome to KIXPLORE, where we talk about everything about sneakers, lifestyle, travel, and a little bit of everything in between. So my normal content is about sneakers, but today we're talking about these babies. These are the MIZUNO Neo Vista 2s. So this is the second version after the first previous Neo Vista by Mizuno. And I gotta say, just in hand, man, these feel super nice. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about the sizing, the materials, the cost. I'm gonna be talking a little bit about performance because I am gonna try use it before this video actually finishes. But before I continue, I just do want to say that I am probably the worst kind of person to get a runner's perspective about these sneakers because I am just getting into my journey as well into running, where I've always done a little bit of running. Unfortunately, from when I was starting to do marathon training a couple of years ago, I ruptured my Achilles trying to do so. So I've never been the same since, but hey, I'm gonna get back into it since everyone else is getting into it, motivating me to get back into running and try to lose this weight. So here we are. Anyways, so I'm a more bigger kind of runner. So I'm not one of those typical ones where you see on Instagram, on social media about those really skinny runners that can do marathons and marathons and marathons and get those daily runs in. No. So this is coming from a perspective of someone new and more on the larger scale of things. So that's the kind of review I will be giving. And just to let you know, guys, because since I am bigger and I do have a little bit more kind of experience in terms of footwear because I've got so many and I've tried so many before. So that's a kind of unique kind of perspective I can give regarding these sneakers. And I feel like, man, since my body is like so much bigger and it's so much unfitter, I can kind of see whether it is comfortable or uncomfortable a whole lot quicker than someone getting those kilometers in like so much easier than I am. So yeah. Anyway, let's get into this review, shall we? So it is not cheap. A lot of the Mizuno sneakers out there aren't. Even the other sneakers that I've tried to purchase before, some of them are either $300 or over $300. I don't even know why Mizuno has decided to price it that way, but they have. In terms of this sneaker, this is 320 Australian dollars. So very, very expensive for a runner. I have to admit that thanks to TKS, but since I did get a discount for this one, I decided to go for this sneaker. But if you think about it, because they're so thick, and I do believe that you will be using these quite a lot in terms of your more frequent runs, I do believe that you get more bang for your buck from this one. I do believe it is worth the price just by looks alone, and just like by looking at this. Seriously, when I first got this in the mail, like I felt the box, I was holding the box and I was just like, are these a pair of shoes or something else? Because I remember like I've only got a pair of shoes coming in terms of like my packages and everything, but it didn't feel like there were shoes inside. That's how light they felt. When I'm looking on a website, they are 265 grams. I'm not very familiar with all the Mizuno kind of materials that they use, but this has got energy. Energy. It's got it written right there, energy. All right, and it's got probably normal kind of rubber paneling at the bottom. On the website, it says it's just got a knit upper. I do believe it might be like a little bit of a cotton synthetic textile upper, which is knit. Reminds me of fly knit in a bit of a way. As you can see from the front there, it does have a knitted design. Very interesting. And what's great about it is because it's so holey. I don't know if you can, yeah, if you can see my thumb moving around there, all that is just like pretty much ventilation. So if you got sweaty feet, definitely a great shoe to have. And if you look at the actual like top and collar of this sneaker or this shoe, it's kind of designed in a one construction like design, like one booty design, if that makes sense. It's like it just kind of encapsulates your whole foot with one piece of material, and it kind of peaks here and also on the heel at the top of right there, and it's got these awesome finger handles right here to make it easier to put on. Since this is very high and also this is very high, and also that the kind of foothold or the throat area of the shoe is very narrow, so these foot handles or finger loops, whatever you want to call them, are very useful. Also, something I do want to say is that the lacing system that they have here on the side there, very, very durable, very tight, very helps to lock in the laces to like help like not get it loose, especially while you're in the long runs. Because I could tell from previous running before, it's very annoying when you always have to relace your shoes during a run, and definitely this one kind of locks it in. So something really, really cool. And I really like the whole run bird design here. It's kind of like a metallic purple bluish material. If the camera could pick it up, it's got like a little bit of a glitter shine to it as well. Something I'm really keen on. I really like that. And they also have it on this side with the run bird, Mizuno run bird on this side, and a little bit more detail on the actual shoe over here. I like it how it actually says crafted to experience effortless performance. Really cool. I don't know why you put that on the side of a shoe, but hey, pretty inspiring. But they also have like different color plastic panels over here for more kind of structure for the shoe. So if you're a person that uses custom insoles, these come out very, very easily, so you can change and put your own custom insoles in. They're definitely a whole lot bouncier. And a couple of people have already asked me how high is the actual midsole or the sole, and it is pretty high. Man, look at it. It's like very, very high. But I've always been a fan of that. I would always choose a pure foam midsole over any like Nike Air bubble kind of thing, or anything sort of like that with a plastic encapsulated like cushioning kind of thing. That's just me, because I love Nike, but man, they always pop on me because I'm so heavy. But yeah, I always go for the ones with the foam, and definitely something like this just kind of reminds me of the Nike Vomero 18s with the very thick midsole. And I could probably say these, if they're not better, they're just as good in terms of cushioning. And that's kind of what I need, especially as a bigger runner, a heavier runner. I need all the cushion I can get, because man, like every strike of the foot, man, you need like my weight. If I've got like a very thin sole, I could feel it. I could feel it in my joints, in my knees, in my ankles, in my hips, and all that kind of stuff. So definitely you need something like this in terms of running, so that you can kind of alleviate that pain that you're going through while you're going on your run. And also, just what I've heard from other runners is that like this kind of outsole, this herringbone design, it's good, but a little bit less grippy when in the wet. So just be careful of that, guys. I definitely still have to try it out. I don't want to use these in the rain. It has been raining like crazy here in Melbourne, but I just want to look after them, yeah, because obviously because they're so white, I want to keep them as white as possible, even though I know these are gonna get absolutely trashed, especially the amount of running I'm gonna be doing in them. So either way, man, aesthetics wise, I'm really feeling these. I've seen people do kind of their content in these, and they look awesome. For someone like me, probably, I don't know how awesome it's gonna look. I should have got the matching Mizuno socks. I thought they looked awesome when they had them on. Anyways, but yeah, let's go try these out, man. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of really hard to put on. That's why the finger loops help so much. Alright guys, so I'm trying them on now for the first time on feet, and oh my gosh, these are the most bounciest shoes I've ever had. Bouncier than the Vomero 18s that I've got. Oh man, I can feel it, yeah. But there is a little bit more kind of space in the toe box than I would have liked. So now I'm feeling maybe I should have went with a 9, but the sides, because I do have a wide foot, are really good. But I think I would have been better with a size 9. Yeah, it's probably better to, since you're going to be spending this much, it's probably better to actually try it in store before you actually buy, guys, because yeah, you probably want to get your sizing right. There's a little bit too much space in the toe box, but we'll see how it is when I actually go for the run. Yo, what's up, fam? So I'm here at Altona Beach. I'm gonna do a bit of a run here. I actually went to the Werribee sporting complex area because they actually have one of those athletic tracks there, but I wasn't really sure if I was allowed to go in there because there was like unauthorized access is prohibited signs. So I was just like, just to be safe, I didn't want to go. I didn't want to get in trouble. I've always loved running here, so it's going to be fun. So it's going to be a good place to actually try these shoes out. So let's get going. What's up, guys? So taking a little break. 3Ks in. Shoes are really super bouncy, really nice on feet, but I have to really say that I think you have to go a size half down. I got a 9.5 and it feels like a 10 at the moment. It's not bad, no problem, but it would feel better, I reckon, if I went half a size down, if I got a size 9 instead of a size 9.5. But very, very cushiony ride, no problems really whatsoever. My feet feel great despite going for this run, and yeah, I'm very happy with them. Man, do miss running. Just to be by yourself with your own thoughts every now and again is pretty good. Just getting the air into the lungs, that too. Oh, my calves are killing me though, man. I haven't run this much in a while, or this consistently, like run. I play basketball, but that's like stop and start. So yeah, these MIZUNO Neo Vista 2s are definitely very nice on feet. And yeah, they're just beautiful to run around in. I highly recommend them. Just make sure you get your right size. Because yeah, I just believe that it would be maybe, I don't know, 10% better if I had the right sizing, but it's not a problem. I definitely highly recommend these. The comfort is pretty much 8 to 9.5 out of 10. Lockdown is good. Yeah, it feels great. It feels really great. Alright guys, so I just finished off the run. It was a total of like around 6 kilometers. Even though my watch doesn't say it, because after I stopped at that other pier to kind of rest and stuff, I pressed end instead of continue. Ugh. But yeah, it was around 6 kilometers. Man, these felt good, especially that last kilometer or whatever. Like, honestly, these gave me like a second wind in terms of the runners. So just because they're so bouncy and so good, so it's like a real big help. Just having that extra bounce to get you that little bit further. Man, yeah, honestly, like at first, I don't know, because I don't really run, my feet were hurting, but after I got in and kind of just locked in for a little bit, especially in that last 1 or 2 kilometers, yeah, it felt really good. I do highly recommend these, and yeah, it's definitely like a great shoe for if you're like training multiple times a week, because it kind of, yeah, it's because it's so cushiony, and you're not really concentrating on like running your fastest and stuff. So it's pretty good for just like bashing concrete with your feet and stuff. So highly recommend it. And once again, I just can't recommend enough that you check your actual foot size in store, because yeah, these feel like a 10 more than a 9.5. But hey, can't really complain. Yeah, man, I love these shoes. I definitely will be wearing them a whole lot more in the future to do more kind of runs and all this kind of stuff. So shout out to MIZUNO, shout out to the kickstand, and yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. All right, thanks guys, peace.